I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. This morning, you wake up. Gentle sunlight filters through the curtains. Birds are softly singing outside. Everything seems peaceful, yet inside you, there's no energy at all. You get out of bed, walk into the kitchen, pour yourself a cup of coffee, then another one. You tell yourself, just get through today, tomorrow will be better. But tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. Your body feels heavy, your mind feels foggy. You no longer feel like you're living, only existing. Have you ever felt that way? A body that seems healthy, yet inside, you feel exhausted and empty. You sleep 8 hours, take vitamins, try yoga, stretching, even meditation. But nothing changes. There's an invisible fog covering your mind, draining your energy without any clear reason. I know that feeling. In over 30 years of teaching meditation, I've spoken with hundreds of people in their 50s, 60s, even 70s. They all came to me with the same question. Why do I always feel so tired, even when my doctor says I'm perfectly healthy? One of my closest students, Linda, 62, once shared with me, I sleep enough, I eat well, I exercise every morning, yet every time I wake up, I feel heavy, as if I haven't rested at all. I remember smiling gently and saying, Linda, maybe your body isn't broken. Maybe it's simply that your breath has been forgotten. Thousands of years ago, Tibetan monks living in the majestic Himalayas discovered a simple yet profound truth. When you lose your natural breath, you lose your life energy. They observed nature closely. They saw deer sleeping peacefully under the trees, breathing deeply and slowly. They heard the wind moving through pine forests, soft and steady like the heartbeat of the earth. They watched newborn babies and realized they always breathe from the belly, slow, deep, silent breaths. They concluded, it's not fatigue that destroys the body, but the absence of conscious breathing. In Tibetan tradition, it's believed that at the base of the spine lies a sleeping dragon energy, a source of pure, primal life force. But over time, it becomes blocked by layers of stress, anxiety, painful memories, and shallow breathing habits. And when this energy is trapped, the body weakens, the mind loses balance, and the spirit begins to fade. I know you might be thinking, this sounds a little mystical, but modern science is now proving what the monks have known for centuries. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that when you breathe slowly, deeply, and consciously, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural recovery mechanism. It lowers heart rate, reduces blood pressure, calms stress-related areas of the brain, and triggers cellular regeneration. Another study from Stanford University found that people who practiced slow, deep breathing for just 5 minutes each morning reported less anxiety, more energy, and significantly better sleep quality in just 3 weeks. Science calls this coherence breathing. The monks call it the breath of rebirth. Different names, same truth. The breath is the bridge between body, mind, and soul. I remember one cold evening years ago when I was practicing vipassana meditation in a small monastery high in the mountains. The wind was howling through the cliffs. I was struggling with relentless exhaustion, feeling as though I couldn't continue my path. My teacher looked at me silently, said nothing at first, then placed his hand on my abdomen and whispered, "Breathe, but breathe as if this were your last breath." I followed his words, one deep inhale, then a long, slow exhale. And in that moment, I realized that for so many years, I had never truly breathed. I had lived, but I wasn't present. I had breathed, but only enough to survive. That moment changed me. I understood then that the key to healing doesn't lie in medicine or sheer willpower. but in the primal breath we have forgotten. And today, I want to invite you to return to the beginning with me. You don't need to climb a mountain or search for secrets far away. Everything you need is already within you. We will begin with a single breath, just one breath. And if you allow me, I will walk with you on this journey. A journey where exhaustion dissolves, where peace returns, and where your body's natural healing energy awakens. Sit down. No rushing, nothing else to do right now. This moment is just for you. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. I want you to really feel your body in this moment. Do you notice your chest slightly tightening? Do your shoulders feel heavy? Or maybe there's an invisible pressure resting in your belly. Don't try to change anything, just become aware. Because awareness of your breath is the very first step toward healing. Morning ritual, awakening the sleeping dragon energy. Every morning, as the sun rises, give yourself 5 minutes to begin a simple yet powerful ritual. This is the practice Tibetan monks call the breath of the sleeping dragon, a breath designed to awaken the vital life force deep within you. How to practice. Sit upright on a chair or on the floor, feet firmly grounded. Place your right hand on your belly and your left hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Now, slowly inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your belly expand and your chest open up. Hold the breath gently for 4 seconds. Don't tense up. Simply pause as if you're holding pure energy inside. Then, exhale softly through your mouth for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With each exhale, feel the fatigue, tension, and worry leaving your body. At the end of the exhale, pause for 2 seconds in complete stillness. This pause is your healing space, the moment where your body resets. That's one cycle. Repeat this 7 times. In ancient Tibetan teachings, the number 7 represents completion and rebirth. Monks believe that the first 7 conscious breaths each morning open the gateways of your nervous system, harmonize your energy, and awaken your natural self-healing power. I once guided one of my students, Michael, a 70-year-old retired engineer from California, to practice this breath each morning. After 3 weeks, he told me, "I still sleep in the same bed, eat the same meals, live the same life, but my body feels recharged. I wake up alert, lighter, and alive again." This is the power of slow, deep, conscious breathing. Evening ritual, the breath of release. Have you ever had nights where your body is tired, but your mind won't rest? You lie in bed, your heart beats faster, and thoughts keep spinning endlessly. All the worries, all the unsaid words, all the unfinished pieces of your day. Here's what most people don't realize. We don't just sleep to rest. We sleep to release. And if you carry stress into your sleep, you'll wake up with it the next morning. Tibetan monks practice a special breathing ritual before bedtime, a way to cleanse the energy you've accumulated throughout the day. It's simple, yet profoundly effective. How to practice. Lie flat on your back. Place your right hand over your heart and your left hand on your lower belly. Close your eyes. Slowly inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Feel the breath gently filling your belly. Then exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds, exactly twice as long as your inhale. Why 8 seconds? Because long, slow exhales activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the natural repair mode of your body, helping you release stress, lower your heart rate, and prepare for deep, healing sleep. Repeat this 9 times, and with every exhale, silently say to yourself, "I release what doesn't belong to me." One of my students, Margaret, 65, struggled with insomnia for many years. After just 1 month of practicing this ritual, she told me, "For the first time in years, I could close my eyes and feel my body drifting into sleep without a fight." You see, sleep only heals when you give your body peace before entering it. 21 days, the journey of rebirth. Now make a promise to yourself, just 5 minutes each morning and 5 minutes before sleep. That's all it takes. Practice these 2 rituals every day for 21 days. Why 21 days? Because psychology research shows it takes about 3 weeks for the brain to form a new habit. And in Tibetan Buddhist teachings, 21 days also mark the cycle of energetic transformation. If you practice consistently, after 21 days, you'll notice something beautiful. You'll sleep deeper and dream less. You'll wake up with a fresh mind and an energized body. Your emotions will feel lighter, more balanced, and perhaps most fascinating, your face, your eyes, even your energy will begin to change. I've witnessed this transformation hundreds of times during my meditation retreats. Students often tell me that their loved ones notice the change before they do. You don't need to climb a mountain. You don't need to seek out a monastery far away. Everything you need is already within you. With just one conscious breath, you can awaken the self-healing energy that has been sleeping within you all along. And when you learn to breathe to live, not just breathe to survive, you'll find your body, where your mind and soul fall back into harmony. I invite you to begin tonight. Take a slow, gentle inhale. Exhale fully and softly, and whisper to yourself, "I choose to breathe, to heal." I want you to pause for a moment and feel your breath right now. Can you hear that subtle sound? That's life itself flowing through your body. There's a truth most of us forget. We came into this world with our first breath, and we will leave it with our last breath. But in between those 2 moments, have you truly been breathing? Or have you simply been existing, exhausted, disconnected from yourself? The secret, the Tibetan monks guarded. The Tibetan monks have an ancient saying, "Those who breathe slowly can hear the voice of their soul." For centuries, they observed how nature works. They noticed that animals in deep sleep never breathe quickly. They saw the trees standing tall, gently swaying with the wind, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. They observed newborn babies, untouched by the stress of life, always breathing from the belly, slow, deep, and silent. From this, they understood. The key to vitality isn't in muscle strength or age. It lies in our primal breath, and they called it the breath of the sleeping dragon, a way to awaken the dormant life energy within you. This isn't mysticism, it's physiology. When your breath is shallow and blocked, energy stagnates. The body falls out of balance. But when your breath becomes long, slow, and conscious, every cell in your body begins to reawaken and heal. Modern science and the breath, you might wonder, is this just a spiritual belief? It isn't. Today, neuroscience, regenerative medicine, and modern psychology are all confirming what monks have known for thousands of years. A study from Harvard Medical School shows that slow, deep, rhythmic breathing activates the vagus nerve, one of the body's most important mechanisms for self-healing. When this nerve is activated, inflammation decreases, heart rate lowers, hormones rebalance, and the body switches into cellular regeneration mode. At Stanford University, researchers discovered that just 5 minutes of coherence breathing each day, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6, can reduce stress by up to 44%, improve memory, increase energy, and promote deep, restorative sleep. What Tibetan monks knew thousands of years ago. science is now proving with data. A student's journey to healing. I want to share the story of David, a 67-year-old student of mine from Texas. When we first met, he said to me, "I feel like I'm fading away. My body is weak, my spirit is empty. I've tried pills, vitamins, everything, but nothing works." I guided him to start with 7 conscious breaths each morning and 9 releasing breaths each night. At first, he was skeptical, but I told him, "Just try it for 21 days. Don't take my word for it. Let your body show you." 3 weeks later, he wrote to me, "I no longer wake up in the middle of the night. And for the first time in years, I wake up with peace in my heart. I feel like I've found myself again. This isn't a miracle. It's the wisdom of your body when you finally give it what it has been craving, the primal breath you were born with. Letting go, the ritual of energetic release. Have you ever wondered why we often feel drained, even on days we've done almost nothing? It's because the body holds on to what doesn't belong to it. Unhealed memories, suppressed emotions, unspoken words, and fears we've never faced. The Tibetan monks call this dust on the breath. With every conscious exhale, you allow your body to release stored energy and make space for renewal and rebirth. Try it tonight before you sleep. Close your eyes, take a slow breath, and whisper to yourself, "I release what doesn't belong to me." And let your breath carry away everything that has been too heavy to hold. The 21-day journey back to yourself. I want you to make a promise to yourself. Not for me, not for anyone else, but for you. Give yourself 5 minutes each morning and 5 minutes before bed, just 10 minutes a day. Do this for 21 days without fail. Because psychology shows that your brain needs about 3 weeks to build a new habit. And in Tibetan teachings, 21 days represent a full cycle of energetic transformation. When you commit to this practice, you'll begin to notice subtle changes. You'll wake up lighter, more refreshed. Your sleep will become deeper and more peaceful. Chronic aches and hidden tensions will begin to dissolve. Your vital life energy will awaken. One of my students, Susan, 71, told me, "People keep saying I look younger. But I know. It's not just on the outside. I feel younger inside. That's what happens when you reconnect with your breath." The final message: you've never lost this power. You don't need to climb a mountain. You don't need to find a monastery. You don't need to become someone else. Everything you need is already within your breath. You're not exhausted because you're weak. You're exhausted because you forgot how to recharge. And today, you'll remember. Place your hand over your heart and say softly, "I choose to breathe to heal." Write it down in the comments below to remind yourself of this truth, because when you write it, you're not just making a statement. You're beginning a new chapter of your life. And if this video touches you, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because one conscious breath can change one life, and one healed life can change the entire world. Breath Journey, where every breath becomes a doorway back to yourself.